Conference will now be recorded.
Yeah. So everyone, very good morning. Myself, Rasek Reddy Bolla. I'm having 14 plus years of experience into the DBA field team. Okay. DBA means yes. I can also. I have a development DBA knowledge, performance tuning knowledge, and cloud knowledge. I have. Okay. So this is coming about myself team. Most of you guys know about me. Like uh, my training famous for SQL Server on cloud. Okay, so till now I have completed almost 110 batches on SQL Server on cloud. Okay, so I just started Postgres also, Postgres DBA training on cloud because the day by day usage of Postgres is increasing. Okay, let me honestly tell you, team. So the initial days, okay. So this SQL Server on cloud, very less price. Like after people moving to the cloud on SQL Server, maybe I don't know. Like people feel the prices are a little high comparatively Postgres on cloud. So that's why team, like some people what they are doing, completely they are shifting to Postgres, SQL Server to Postgres, and some people what they are doing, some tables they are shifting to Postgres. I mean, they are making some kind of load balancing. Some tables are keeping in Postgres, some tables are in SQL Server, like that. Slowly, they will move out to all the tables from SQL to Postgres, maybe in the future. Okay, so we are also doing the same way at present because of the load factors and all. So that's how like the importance of Postgres is increasing day by day. Okay, so guys, Postgres is very lightweight. Okay, Postgres is very lightweight. Like see here, this is a Postgres website. Okay, so Postgres you can install in any OS. See SQL Server. huh? Basically, I'm a SQL Server guy. We all know, right? SQL Server, people who worked on SQL Server. So till 2019, SQL Server works on only on Windows. The problem with Windows, see, you cannot, Windows is again, you have to pay the money. It's a license based. SQL also license based. That's how the money is wasting, okay, on like license based softwares. Okay, so see, like if the Microsoft continued SQL Server still with Windows, maybe people, maybe they maybe shifted to other database management systems and all, because the cloud we have, right? On cloud, all the database management systems almost same. The usage, the way people create, the way high availability create, the way backups configure, all database management systems are same. Okay, Postgres 7 days to 35 days people configure the backups. SQL Server also 7 days to 35 days need to configure. Just give the number. If you give 7 days, 7 days they take the backup in the background. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to keep any job and all. See, so that's why team Microsoft realizes and they released SQL Server 2019 on Linux flavors also. Yes or no? So see, that's why okay, people like fond of using the open source database management systems because of the cloud. See, on cloud, you have to pay only for the infrastructure. Infrastructure means you can pay only for the CPU and memory what you use. You don't need to pay for any licenses and all. Okay. So coming to Postgres team, okay, SQL Server, we all know, like people, most of the people who joined today, SQL Server guys. So in SQL Server in past model, we have two models. Okay, IAS model, we have only one model. IAS model means you have a operating system. On operating system, you can install SQL Server. Huh? The same Postgres server also you can install on operating system. That's a IAS model. In Azure, we call it as IAS model. Huh? In AWS, we call it as EC2. Can you see here? EC2. Okay. we have a operating system team. On operating system, we will install SQL Server or Postgres. That become the IAS or EC2. Okay, we have to pay for the this one operating system and all. The drives we have, the CPU memory they will give. Like we have to pay the amount for that VM and all. So we have one more model called PaaS model, platform as a service. Okay, or flexible managed server also we call it as. Okay, so coming to SQL Server, we have two models are there in PaaS model. Why they introduce? Why they have two models? Because people are going to PostgreSQL. Because SQL Server license perspective, the hardware perspective, comparatively Postgres SQL Server is expensive. Okay, that's why they introduced the Azure SQL DB model. Azure SQL DB model, the features wise, it's a Postgres model. Okay, in Postgres, we don't have direct SQL agent kind of, we don't have DB mail, we don't have linked server, we don't have cross queries in Postgres. See the same features they are giving Azure SQL DB with less price. Yes or no? See, instead of going to Azure SQL DB, so comparatively the price and all, okay, I mean SQL Server, you can easily shift it to Postgres Server. Okay, Postgres Server is, see, this Azure SQL DB, the feature wise, Postgres, but performance wise, it's SQL Server only. But Postgres performance wise is super fast team. I'm working on both SQL Server and Postgres. Okay, after shifting to few tables in Postgres, the inserts DML queries are super fast. So here in Postgres, select queries will not blocked by DML queries. So snapshot and all will be maintained in the background. Okay, so Postgres team, see here also on cloud in Azure, if you want to keep a operating system and install the Postgres, how you install the Postgres? See here, we have a website. Download the whatever operating system you are using on cloud. So on that operating system, suppose if you are using the Windows, you can download the software. 17, 16, 15, 14. These are all the versions, major versions we call it as. Like 2008, 2012, 14, we have in SQL Server. Same year also. 12, 13, 14, we call it as. Okay. So these are all the versions. Now recently introduced, see 18, Postgres 18 released. So if it is Windows, you can download. If it is Linux flavors also, yeah, Mac OS also, we have Postgres. Okay, you can download and install. See, instead of I suggest in keeping your Postgres server on OS, you can directly create the Postgres server on portal itself. Okay, that we call it as the server. We call it as flexible server or managed server. In Azure, we call it as. In AWS, we call it as RTS. Okay, don't confuse it. So, if you want to keep your Postgres server on cloud, you have two models. You have two models. You can keep Postgres on Windows. Without Windows also, you can keep your Postgres server. Okay. See, I have a portal here. This is portal.azure.com. See, here I can create directly Postgres server. How? Just click on this. Okay. Create a Postgres server. See, you don't need to know much about the installing the Postgres server. Just create it here. Okay, see how simple it is. Just give the server name. Okay, and which location, if you want, you can give the location. See which version if you want. We have 14, 15, 16, 17, right? See, whichever version if you want, you can choose. So is it development production purpose you can give, and the hardware you can give, how much hardware if you want. Okay, so see, inbuilt high availability we have. Okay, suppose this server some problem, okay, it's shifted to some other server, inbuilt automatically. See, they are giving 99.99% SLA. 99.99% SLA. You cannot achieve in on-premise, guys. On-premise or IaaS model. On Windows level or operating system VM level, you cannot achieve that. So that's why team Postgres on cloud, especially on like RDS or managed server, we call it as. Okay, so here is the best tip. Okay, so Postgres creation directly without installing is the best. So in the future, completely 99.99% people will use flexible servers only. Flexible servers are RDS. Okay, that means without operating system. See here, you have to pay only for the hardware. See here, OS level. OS level, if you keep, what is the problem team? OS level also you have to do the upgrade patches and all. That's a headache actually. Yes or no, guys? Okay. So that headache you are overcome with the uh, managed or flexible servers. So guys, following me. So SQL Server side, if you want to go with IAS model, like on VM, if you want, you can create a team. But Postgres, okay, so everybody is creating, looking into the direct in RDS team. RDS are flexible server without operating system. Okay, see here, I'm in Azure. You can create it this way, huh? Creating the Postgres server. Directly create and use it team. How much time it will take to create this Postgres server? 1 or 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Within 2 minutes, Postgres server is ready. Okay. See, if it is a on-premise or IaaS, like if you have a VM, so that VM also consumes your CPU and memory. See, there you have to maintain a VM also. You need a Linux admin expert, Windows expert you need. Yes or no? Huh? For like drive checkings, Windows installation, like the patches, it required a separate guy again. Huh? Again, that Linux or Windows machines, they consume the CPU and memory. So why? Unnecessary burden, right? So that's why people are creating directly Postgres servers on cloud. They are using directly. Okay, same work only team. So whatever the work you are doing on premise or IS, the same work you have to do here also. Okay, the patches, the upgrades here automatically versions automatically will not be upgraded like SQL Server. We have to do everything like on premise. Okay, the roles and responsibilities are the same team. Okay, so on premise as well as RDS or managed server. Okay, so both are same team, the roles. The only thing is we don't install Postgres server. Okay, on platform as a service. That means without operating system. So don't confuse team. Okay. Uh, See, infrastructure as a service, we call it as in Azure. In RDS, we call it as EC2 instance. Okay. Platform as a service, here we call it as in Azure. So in AWS, we call it as RDS. So I'm covering all team on premise. Okay. So this IaaS model, IaaS on premise, both are same. No difference at all. Okay. I'm covering both Azure and AWS also. Huh? So almost both are same thing. See, this is the AWS console. So how people will create the Postgres server here? Okay, click on RDS. Okay, so just search like RDS. If you search RDS, so it will come like this. You can create directly. See here, creating the database means creating the server. So AWS, they are following databases. Databases means here server team, not the database. So really like we SQL server guys, right? So database means it's a server here. See, you can directly create a Postgres server. Just click on Postgres server. See, so installing like creating Postgres server, creating SQL server. See, the same window only, the same options only. Okay, the same options only. See here also you need to give your server name, Postgres, and which versions and all. It will show like the next Windows and all. So here by default to 17 point latest chosen, you can customize it. Okay, you can install your own Postgres. I mean, you can set it up your own Postgres server. Okay, see standard create means it's a customization. Say Postgres. which version if you want, you can choose. See, 15, 13, 14. So here also we can directly give 13, 14. So see the UI is better than AWS, like Azure UI is better than AWS UI team. Okay, so yeah, that's why I'm showing all the demos on in Azure. Like I will show in AWS also. Hmm? So here whatever the option, here what is the option, like that I will teach. See here engine version. So here like a PostgreSQL version. Just names are different. Okay. So how you are giving the same way you have to give there. Huh? Yeah. So team. Okay. So let me create a Postgres server so that you guys can understand better. So see here installation on Postgres server, sorry, installation Postgres on Windows or Linux, it's easy. Just 15 minutes time it will take. It's very lightweight team. Postgres is very lightweight. Okay, just engine we will install. We don't have so much options and all features and all. Okay, so yeah. So somebody is asking Hari, like what is the difference between Azure and AWS? Huh? So both are same team, no difference I can say. If you want to go with AWS, you can go. If you want to go with Azure also, you can go. But I can say Azure is the few options side, Azure is the best. Few options side, AWS is best. AWS side monitoring is good. Okay, Azure side like automatic upgrade. See the minor versions we have. Minor versions automatically upgraded without downtime. See, like few are good in AWS, few are good in Azure. That anyhow I will cover all. Okay, for this question you will get the answer at the end of the batch. Hari, okay, yeah.
Raj,
So,
yeah, I have
yeah,
one
yeah.
doubt, Raj.
Mm.
Like example, if we take the Postgres in the RDS, it is like our managed instance, right?
Yeah,
Example,
maybe.
yeah. Example, I am on version 17. So
Mm.
say after 6 months, version 18 has come up. So
Mm.
this upgradation from 17 to 18 is automatically taken care by the AWS or Azure only, right? If I go in
No,
this model,
no. See,
in
who
SQL
will
it
check
is
the
automatic, right?
compatibility?
Uh,
We have to do that. We have to upgrade it. See, we have to see that option we have. Okay, so if you want,
mm.
you can go with the 17 to 18, you can go. Or if you don't want to go, be there in 17 only. If you want to
No, no.
go to
Some
18,
a
one second,
mandatory
one second.
compliance thing has come up, so it has to be on 18. Say like policy. Then
If
we
you
need to
want
upgrade
to,
it manual.
no. Upgrade means you cannot do on the day one. Okay, if you want to upgrade to 18, okay,
Mm.
so you should have a proper plan. It must be like 1 month plan minimum. 1 month what you need to do before upgrading to 18. 1 month what you need to do, just to create a Postgres server on 18 version. Keep your database on that. Okay, point the application to that database. Okay, as the testing team to verify. Okay, is there all the functionalities are working fine or not? Is there any functionality is breaking? Okay, how the load testing, stress testing, functionality testing. Once they do all the things, so if you found no issues on 18, once you get the confirmation from all the testing team members, application team members, once you get the sign off, then you can actually make the plan to upgrade your Postgres servers 17 to 18. That's the plan.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah. Yes. I
directly we
doubt.
don't do.
Yeah, yes.
One second,
I
one
totally
second.
understand.
Mhm.
In the managed server, it is taken by care by us or by the uh, Azure only. That is the only
For
doubt.
both, for everything here, you are seeing
Uh,
three models, right? On-premise, IaaS, and PaaS. Three models you
yes,
are
yes.
seeing. For three models, we have to take care only.
Okay.
Okay, it's not like SQL Server. SQL Server
Uh,
automatically upgrades in the background, but it's not like that.
correct.
Okay,
That's
so
what
that's why
confused.
instead of keeping in here, see, you don't need to worry about automatically upgrade if our application works or not. You don't need to worry about that. Okay, So here they don't do automatic upgrades. It's under your control. See, Azure is Microsoft product. SQL Server is Microsoft product. They do their own things, but Postgres they cannot do like that thing. Postgres is open source. Okay, how other guy is following the same things, this guy also need to be followed. Yes or no? They cannot do their own way. They cannot do customize. Huh? So that's why team people are preferring to keep on the direct on RDS or pass model instead of keeping in where IAS or on premise. Okay, because see, like most of the guys, so they may not have the knowledge on Linux side. See, difficult to like again they have to hire the guys. Yes or no? Linux admin guy. See, again cost increasing. So that's why they will prefer to go with SQL Server on Windows. Like they are managing. See now everything on cloud. You don't need Windows guy or Linux guy also. Just create and use it. That's it. Okay, options wise are same. Even more options we have here to create a high availability disaster recovery, automatically taken the backup. See, in Postgres on-premise, you don't have any differential log backups. Do you know that? Guys, you cannot take differential log backups in Postgres. You can only take snapshots. See, so that is overcoming on PaaS model. Both AWS and Azure, we have point in times possible. Okay, so that's why team, like you don't need to worry about on-premise IAS and all team. So in future, completely Postgres server on where RDS managed, like managed servers only. That means the operating system and all will be managed in the background. This is the model I am talking, platform as a service. Just create the server and use it. Okay. So team, let me create a Postgres server. Yeah. So team, I am creating a Postgres server on Azure. Okay, because it's easy to understand than AWS. AWS is very clumsy team. Okay. So yeah. See, this is my subscription name. See, you can also create your own subscription for 1 month. 1 month you can use your subscription and you can practice all your SQL Server, Postgres, everything you can practice on the portal. Okay, you can create your own subscription and practice it. Oh, this is my subscription team. Yeah, so my subscription name is this one. Okay, leave it. And the resource group. So resource group is nothing but a group of resources. We call it as a resource group. Okay, so what is the resource means? Huh? So team, whatever you create on cloud, okay, everything is a resource team. So in real time team, in real time, so we have a dev environment, QA environment, UAT environment, prod environments, right? In general. Okay. So see here, I will create a dev resource group. So if I have already, I will choose dev. If I don't have, I will create it. It's a logical, see, create, prod, see, prod, or test. See, test I am creating. It's a folder team. Folder doesn't occupy any space. Yes or no? Here is a logical. Folder is nothing but logical. On logical things, you can keep physical things. Yes or no? On logical things like birds. Birds is a logical. On the birds like peacock, uh, uh, penguin. These are all like birds, right? Not penguin. Penguin, is it a bird? I don't think so. It's like peacock, parrot. These are all the birds. See, parrot and all physical things. Bird is a logical thing. So here also logically you can group. See, dev related all the servers. Dev related server, dev related storage, dev related application. I will keep under the one folder. It's easy for me. Tomorrow I don't want to dev boss. So you can go and delete that folder. Everything inside will be deleted automatically. That's how you can save the cost. Okay. See, somebody created something, but what purpose that guy created? Is it dev purpose, testing purpose, UAT purpose? Other people like they should have some idea, right? Yes or no? So see, that helps us. Whatever you are creating tomorrow, you are creating a SQL Server or Windows, anything, you have to keep under one resource group. Is it a dev? Is it a QA thing or test related thing? Just choose that one into test so that that will go into a folder. That's a logical thing. Okay. See, that's the definition here. A resource group is a collection of resources. Resources means anything, a application, a database, a server, anything. Okay. So you are grouping together. What is the benefits? This is the benefit. Okay. Tomorrow, like my manager asking me to save the cost. We don't want to dev environment, like development stopped completely. So dev, you can delete it completely. See, deleting dev server application, dev database, dev storage, finding, searching, it really tough. Just one shot. Okay, delete that test. Everything inside will be deleted. That's the benefit of resource group. Okay, it's a logical thinking. You are segregating which are dev, which are prod and all. So tomorrow also people must careful. Okay, you can give the access to only test related things, full access. Prod related things, you can give even how your laptop team. See diagrams, only diagrams I placed here. Videos I place in some other folder. Something how you are segregating. Flexibility. You have a flexibility, right? Same here also, team on the portal. You have many things. Okay, so like thousands of people are working, thousand servers, databases, thousand applications. Which application for what and all. So this helps us to identify. So guys, that's a resource group. It will take some time to understand more team on this. Okay, so I'm creating a test server. So that's why I created test and
What
Hi.
happened?
The session got dropped.
I think we lost Rashid.
Oh, we lost.
Yeah.
I think one of the organizer experiencing typical technical difficulties. Unless the organizer rejoin, the session will end soon. There is a pop.
Is and everyone able to hear me?
Yes, Faiz, I can hear you.
So Raj is looks like he's having some technical difficulties, and I'm seeing a lot of people also just exit out. Maybe we can wait for a few. He's back. Yeah, he's back.
yeah. Sorry, team. Like you lost 1 minute audio.
Yeah, almost, I think.
Yeah. So team, what I'm trying to explain here is, okay, uh, yeah, because of the load team, like today so many people joined, maybe because of that load that go to meeting. It's a free version actually. Yeah, it's fine. I can cover it again. Yeah. So team, this is the name I give. You have to give the unique name team. Okay. If I give test server team, it won't take it because this is the name somebody in the world already created with this name. Postgres server name, somebody already in the world, somebody created. Okay, so the same name you cannot use team, you have to give some different name. Okay, just like your email ID. Email ID is incorrect, the same server name also. And here the region team, you can give any location. But which location you have to give in real time? Okay, which location team? So where your like revenue, you will get more. Where your clients are more, that location normally people will give. Suppose Flipkart. Flipkart we have only in India. So India location, nearest location they will give. Yes or no, Mumbai, maybe Hyderabad, like that. Okay. So see, for now, let me choose this any region team. So I'm going with the West US 3. Okay, any location you can give team. So if you give the nearest location team, uh, less network latency. Latency is if you give nearest location, it is little super fast comparatively the other location. Okay, so you can give any location, but better to give the nearest location in real time. So see, once you join to the company where your servers on that location only, you guys will create actually if they wanted to create any Postgres servers. Okay, yeah, I kept in West US 3, leave it. And which version if you want to. Okay, you can choose the version. See, for now, let me go with 16. Okay, so that I want to show upgrade button also. I am not doing upgrade today. We don't have that much time. But if you give 16, it asks you to upgrade 17 also. That window I can show it to you if I give 16. Okay, let me go with 16. Yes, yeah. And Microsoft people, they wanted to know why you are creating this server. Is it development purpose or production purpose? Development purpose. Just give development, sir. Okay, so just give development. Next, development, yes, you are creating, that's fine. Okay, anyhow, like my own convention, I give test server, that obviously for development purpose only. Yeah, next, compute plus storage. Here the charge starts stay. Okay, you are paying you are paying amount to the Postgres server. Where? Here. Okay, compute plus storage. Okay, so based on how many CPUs, how much RAM you are using, that much amount you have to pay. See here, like 4,000 rupees you are paying for what? 2 CPUs and 4 GB RAM and 32 GB storage. This is the drive speed. Okay, 32 GB is a drive size and speed. See, you can configure this. Obviously, if you increase the hardware, more price actually. See, 4,000, right? See, I can increase this. So 20 V cores, 8 GB of RAM team. See, 80 GB RAM team. 82,000. Comparatively, SQL Server, it's less. Comparatively, SQL Server, it's less price. So team, here also based on the performance, you can keep it in bustable for what? Test related servers, general purpose, development related you can keep like dev servers, QA servers, UAT servers. Okay, and memory optimized. So this you can go for production purpose. Okay, production memory optimized means so here I think for one CPU 8 GB of RAM they are giving. So here one CPU 4 GB of RAM they are giving. General purpose. Okay, see, any database management systems, guys, any database management systems, memory is most important. Okay, so in real time team, in real time, how the transactions happen team, like we have a, CPU. Okay, we have a memory, we have a drive. Okay, the olden days we don't have a memory concept. So CPU is super fast CPU. Drive is dead slow. It's a kind of tortoise. It's a kind of cheetah. That much fast. To balance the speed between drive and CPU, memory concepts came into picture. CPU directly cannot interact with the drive. So it gets the data from the memory. Memory, if it gets it to here in CPU and process it and commits in memory. Memory again, it's the data will be pushed to drive. Okay, commits here, physical drive here. permanent storage. Okay, see, this we call it as logical read, this we call it as a physical read. See, if you don't find the data in the memory, it has to get it from the drive. It is dead slow. Physical reads are very dangerous. Yes or no? So that's why team production related database means obviously dead. The data sits on the drive only. Yes or no? So to make the speed, obviously you should keep more memory team than CPU and drive. Okay. Huh? So memory is most important in any RDBMS. We are keeping the data rows and columns there. So memory is most important. Not only RDBMS, non-RDBMS also. Okay. So you can go with people will go with memory optimized, even SQL Server also. Even on-premise also or IaaS model also. Memory people will give more comparatively CPU versus memory. Yeah, we'll talk more about on this computer storage thing. Okay, later. Just I am giving just one line definition and under meaning of these things. I will discuss more. Okay, so for now, let me go with bustable so that I can save my money. Okay, bustable I can go. See, I can go with one CPU. See, it is possible here. See, one CPU can you run your VM? Huh? In on-premise or IaaS, can you keep just one CPU team? That VM doesn't work. You cannot log in also. Yes or no? See, here that is possible team. You are not running any Windows here. Whatever the CPU, one CPU, this is for Postgres you are giving, not OS. Okay, that's how you're gonna save the money here. Team. Okay, comparatively on-premise or IaaS, so you can save the money. There you don't need Linux admin guy and all. You know, Windows guy help we don't need. Directly, see, I'm going with this one. And the storage type, obviously, premium SSD. All database management systems, we need premium SSD. Like we have drive types. Premium SSD, standard SSD, local HDD drives. HDD drives, people will use it for backup purpose and all. Those are all dead slow. Okay. So for databases, we have to go with premium SSD. We'll discuss this also. See, premium SSD also, how much is fast? How much fast? Here that defines. See, this is the speed. I want to 32 GB size, drive size. But what speed? 120 IO apps. 120 means 120 times it can read and write at a time per second. Per second, this is the speed. Drive speed can be calculated. Drive can be calculated with the speed only. See, tomorrow, like you don't have any CPU pressure or memory pressure, but drive problem. Like inserts, updates are slow, blocking issues. What is the problem? Drive. What you can do? Simply change the speed. See here, I will go with 122 to 500. Speed increase. Without downtime, you can do these things. That's the benefit. That's the benefit of which model? Flexible or managed server or RDS server. This is the benefit. Okay, if you are on Windows, guys, you need to restart. That's the problem. Okay, so see, managing directly keeping here the Postgres servers, you have more advantage than on operating system. Okay, see, for now, let me go with the minimum size thing. Here, minimum I can keep only 32 GB. So, guys, you need to understand here 32 GB is for server. Okay, SQL Server, guys. Okay, so everything here server level only. We cannot give anything on the database level. Okay, so we are creating a server, not the database. In RDS also, we will create the server. For the server, we are giving the hardware. That hardware for common for all the databases. Okay, so this is the hardware for all the databases you are going to keep it in Postgres server. In Postgres server, we don't keep multiple databases, guys. See, you are not worry about like SQL Server. You don't need to worry. In SQL Server, we use it to keep lot of databases. Why you use it to keep lot of databases? To save the license cost. Yes or no? One is to save the license cost. See, if you install one more instance on the same Windows, you will be charged for the server also, license. Okay? To save the cost, we use it to keep multiple databases on the same server. That's in SQL Server architecture. But in Postgres, you don't need to. People will keep only in one server. Okay, one server, one database only we will keep. People don't keep two databases. they surprise Postgres. Why you guys keep two databases?
Same like
They
Oracle, right? One
huh?
instance, one database.
Welcome. Okay. There is a very important things here need to discuss. See why we don't keep multiple databases in Postgres is, see, there is no cross queries between the databases. You cannot join the tables between the databases. There in Postgres, cross queries will not work here. Okay. So if you want to keep everything, boss, keep it in one database. See, in the background team, in the background, for every table we have separate file. Every table we have a separate file team. See, that's how the performance will be gained, get it on the Postgres side. But in SQL Server side, we have MDF file only, MDF or NDF. But here it's not like that in the background. So database is logical thinking, where you are actually storing the data. On the drive, actually, you are not storing on the database. Database is a logical thing. Okay. So Postgres side, we keep only one database team, not multiple databases. If you have two applications, maybe one database you can use it for one application, another application you can point to another database within the same server. That's okay. You can keep it on where? Non-production to save the infrastructure cost. I mean CPU memory cost. If you want to save, you can go. You are not really saving the money on the license side here on Postgres. Postgres you can keep any number of servers or any number of installations you can do. It's a free Postgres. Okay. So why we don't keep multiple databases for one application team? Because cross queries won't work here. Okay. So one application, one server, one database usually. Okay. One application, one database team. One application, one database. Remember. Huh? Yeah. So why the reason in interviews, if they ask you why, boss, why can't you multiple databases? Why don't you keep? Maybe SQL Server guys ask these questions. Okay. SQL Server guys, because they keep multiple databases and all day. But here the reason is cross queries won't work. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So back to our discussion team. So these are 30 GB entire for server. Huh? So see the beauty of this server. Which server? PaaS server, platform as a service. Huh? So see, automatically it can increase the speed. When this 32 GB already reached, it automatically increase the speed in the background. See, you don't get any like because of the size issue. See, Postgres doesn't work. See, such kind of issues you don't get if you choose in this option. Any charge for this? No. When it is really increased, then charge starts. Okay. See, that's the options, better options we have. See, we have inbuilt that we'll discuss, guys. Inbuilt high availability, we'll discuss. So, team, for now, I'm creating a server. This cluster means this you can use it for ETL purpose and all. Team. Okay. So it's in preview mode. It's not live yet. So I'm creating a server. So guys, please mute yourself. If you are not talking, please mute yourself, team. Otherwise, noise also will be recorded. Okay. So I give one CPU, 2 GB of RAM, team. See, one CPU, 2 GB of RAM. How much? Just 22,000. Maybe let's see, is there anything I can still decrease? Minimum I want to go with. So I want to go with 120 IOPS. See, 120 IOPS only 1300. See, if you want to like one application, if you want to build a team, you can build some application and database you can keep it in Postgres server, and monthly you can pay only 1300 rupees. See, 1300 rupees, Azure team, they are managing your Postgres server completely, along with the backups, along automatically increase the size. See, once you create the server and point the application to this Postgres server, you don't need to do anything. Even here, rebuild, reorganize, update stats automatically happen in the background. That's the beauty of Postgres server. Okay, you don't need to keep the jobs like SQL server here. Okay, see, simple. Okay, so team, I give the server name, I give the location, I give 16 version. So see here, high availability we need to discuss. We'll discuss this high availability zone. We will discuss now. Only we'll discuss. Don't worry about that. So authentication team, authentication here also we have mixed authentication. You can log in with username password, or you can log in with Active Directory username, rajsekhar@tcs.com and password. But Postgres side, this is open source. mostly we'll go with all. We'll go with only Postgres authentication team. Very complexity we have to authenticate with Active Directory authentication and all. Okay, so if you keep this one team, tomorrow it would be difficult. Suppose you don't like Azure, you want to go to AWS. See, you cannot keep that kind of um, what uh, uh, coupling. Coupling means see, you have to remove such logins here. See, these logins doesn't work in AWS, but because if you are in Postgres authentication, the same logins will work there also, because this contain username password directly. Okay, so mostly Postgres side, they will go with the Postgres authentication only in real time. That means you can give some username password, okay, and login. See, I'm good. This is a SCA. SCA means a super admin access. You can give any name here. Huh? So, like once you create the Postgres server, you can log in with PG admin. Okay. So with this username password. Okay. After that, you can create logins for other people. That we'll discuss. Don't worry. Okay. For now, I am going with Postgres authentication only. If I click on review and create team, Postgres server will be created. See how simple it is. Do you really need a Postgres expert here to create Postgres server? Really, you don't need to. Okay, just by reading these things, you can just select it. Okay, see, that's how team. Like in the future, you are a DBA guy. In the future, it won't be like you are a SQL DBA guy, you are a Postgres DBA guy. Such kind of roles doesn't exist in the future. You are a DBA guy. You should be able to work on any database management systems in the future. Okay, if they ask you SQL server, yes, SQL server. If it is Postgres, yes, you have to be in your position should be to create a Postgres server. If you get any performance issues, that's fine. We can easily fix it nowadays. Whatever the error you get it, simply you can give it to AI, chat GPT and all. That gives the solution. Just understand the solution, how that helps that here. Just understand and implement it. First test it on lower environment. Once it is working fine, it's not creating any issues, then implement it in prod. Okay, nowadays easy. Okay, so see, that's how like companies also they are expecting from the guy. Okay, yes or no? See, like the olden 2010 before and all, once you get 3 years, 2 years experience, then only they will give production access to the people. But now team, on the day one itself, we are we have to give the we are giving the production access and all. Okay, after the KT sessions, we use it to give. That's how team, like people also, the complexities and all reducing day by day. Yeah. So team, here one more thing we need to discuss, right? This is the one. See how beautiful this is. Let me tell you, team. Availability zone. Availability zone means where you are creating the server, sir. Where you are creating West US 3. That means a region in West US 3 you are creating it in this one. Okay. So let me explain you as much as simple team. You are creating in West US 3. Suppose this is the West US 3 region. Okay. On West US, which room? Say the data center, we have a room team. Just like I have a house. Where? I have a house in Gazul Ramaram in Hyderabad. Yes, I have a house. In a house, I have a different rooms. Bedroom, kitchen, hall. Okay. So same in region also, they keep a different rooms team. Okay, to achieve the fault tolerance and all. Suppose in this room the server is like some hardware failure, some power connection failure, so you have other room. Okay, so such talks about the availability zone. Okay, so if you choose here no preference, that means if you choose no preference team, see here 3 rooms we have availability: zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. See in the document I am showing you team. See here 3 zones we have. They will create any room team here. Zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. Any zone they create it. If you choose which option, no preference. See, you want to specify, hey boss, create my Postgres server on the zone 1 only. See, you can tell to Azure also, so that they will create your Postgres server on zone 1 only. Okay, room 2. room 3. See, you can also give that option. If you don't want to, no preference, maybe one of these 3, they will create any one of the zone. Okay, that's the option here. Availability zone means same region only team. Next, high availability was, okay, suppose you are keeping no preference, or if you are keeping zone 1, okay, so they will create it. Okay, where they will create it, assume team, this is very important thing team. Okay, like if you are in architect positions team, these kind of things are very important, not just creating blindly. It's not thing. Okay, so being an architect, you have to think all these things also. Suppose if you give no preference team, if you give no preference, or if you give zone 1, anything, if you give, suppose they created your server in where here, Postgres server, your Postgres server in zone 1, which regions are US 3. Okay, this room they created. See here, next option. Next option, let's see. See, so here high availability. High availability means only one server. Okay, if you have this option, if you choose, they don't give any secondary server safe side. They don't give. Okay, see, less cost. This is 99.9% SLA. You will get it. So server is not down, almost 99.9%. Your server is no down, sir. Okay, if your server is in any region, sir, standalone, see, standalone, any region, 99.9% your server is not down. 99.9%, I am not satisfied. Like I want to 99.95% go with this. Same zone you can go. Okay, see, bustable, it's not possible to choose team. Okay, if it is maybe I can choose here. If I go with other pricing types, bustable, like they will get very less amount, right? So that's why they are not giving this option. See, if I change it to general purpose, see, they are giving. See, disabled means they are giving 99.9% no SLA, like 99.95%, sorry, 99.9% SLA they are giving. See, same zone. If you choose same zone team, if you choose this option, what they do team in the background, they do, so they will create another server in the background. You cannot see this server, sir. So this server, with this server, always in synchronous commit. Whatever you do, update and delete, the same will be copied to here, the server also, safe side. That's how team, suppose this room, something is happened, not power supply. Power supply, if any problem, that will attack to your second server also. Maybe, so this physical machine related some problem, it automatically shift to this server. This server give the service to your application. That's the same zone you are, like standby server they are giving. Standby server. This standby server is non-readable. You cannot see that one. First of all, you cannot see. And you cannot connect also. You cannot see, like you don't have a name thing. Okay. So this is just a dev server. This both are having the same name. I will show you. Okay, something like this. See, same zone. See, same zone, we have a standby server. See, both having same name only. Dev server 1729. That's the name. Test server 1729. That's the name. See, you can also have a option in zone redundant. That means different room they will keep. Suppose your server is in here in zone 1. Okay. So suppose you are going with third option team, they will keep this server here. And the standby server, they will keep it in another server. Okay, so here power supply, even power supply problem also. See, this your application points it collect zone 2 automatically. It's a dev server team. This is the name. Dev server is a name. It points to this one, zone 1 server. Suppose this fails, this same name, it connects to this standby server in the background. That automatically take care in the background. Okay, the patches and all also they perform in the standby server in the background first. They will shift over and they will perform on this one again. Okay, like that's the benefit. That's why it's possible to achieve 99.9%, 99.99% SLA. Server almost no downtime. Okay, your servers 24/7, 365 days always running. Okay, so that's the beautiful options we have team here. high availability. It's not only Azure team, it's there in AWS also. Okay, I don't have GCP in Google Cloud. Google Cloud also we must have this kind of setup on cloud. Okay, so that's why people are looking to keep the databases and servers on cloud only. See, if I say these things to manager or client, definitely they will ask you when you are going to migrate our on-premise servers to cloud. Definitely they will ask that question. They will approve it. These many advantages we have, team, not only Postgres team, MySQL, all SQL Server also. This option. See, SQL Server we have automatically high availability in the background, but here Postgres Server you can choose the high availability as per your need. Okay, yeah. So team, again I'm going with again bustable only team because the price is most matters. So yeah, keep as much as less. Okay, so that you can save the money. I'm going with the development only. So it's 1300. So AC admin and password I'm giving. So next networking. Networking side, obviously we all know who can connect to this Postgres server. Guys, you can hear me, right? No audio issues. Yeah. So guys, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, yes.
Okay, fine. Let me reset. So see, so team, which screen you are seeing actually? Is it a availability zone? That's the file I have opened. The same file only are you seeing now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So I will create a server in AWS also team. Don't worry. Like options are like the features wise all are same team, Azure and AWS. I'm working on both. Okay. Yeah. So let me create a Postgres server. So team, this network talks network. Okay. So in real time, we will give public access. Okay. Public access means like people can connect to, okay, with IP addresses as well as private endpoint. So here we have a private endpoint. Okay. See private endpoint. So here team, in real time, people will give public access team. Okay. Even for production also, people will give public access. Public access. And okay, so if you come here team, see private endpoints. So here they will give the network of your office network they will give. Okay, so whatever the network, right, with the VPN if you connect. So if you have a VPN, connect to that VPN, you can connect to this Postgres server. So people, they will give the office network. Okay, whatever the subnet net they have already, they chosen here. Okay, so this network team, they will take care. Network team is DevOps team, they will take care. Just while creating the Postgres server, we need to ask them, boss, which network we have to choose here, and they will guide us. So like for practicing purpose and all, you can give your IP address. Okay, so here you can search what is my IP. What is my IP address? See, this is my IP address, 205.254.169.70. You can check in your command prompt also. Okay, just add your IP, you can connect. I mean, you can add so that this Postgres server is allowed to connect. Okay, let me close all these things. Okay, so then here I can give my IP. See here, my IP already there. Here already scanned. So this is RAS IP address. Okay, if I want to add your IP address also, I can add. There are 38 people I can add, right? So in such case, what, even in office also there are 1,000 people. What they do, team, they will add the minimum IP and maximum IP. See, if I add this one, okay, see 0 to 255, 0 to 255. That means see your IP is greater than 0 and less than 255. See, you can also give the range also, minimum IP and maximum IP. In between these two, the IPs are there, right? It will allow all the IPs stay. So if I give now like this team, so now you guys also able to connect to this Postgres server. Let's see. Okay, so just review and create. Either you can give the IP address and connect it. See, our laptops are dynamic IPs. Like once my laptop restarts or once my Wi-Fi gone, it changes its IP. So that's why in real time, like they ask us to connect to the VPN. If you connect to the VPN, okay, your IP, you get one IP team. That IP already in the office network. That's why you are able to connect. So that's the benefit of VPN. Okay, yeah. So here validating like the server's details and all everything you write or not, it checking. So if it is so right, then it creates a Postgres server. See, it's deployment in progress now. Okay, yeah. So that's how the Postgres server will be created on Azure. AWS also similar way, but that's like clumsy. Okay, so we will go each option also. Once this server is ready, what is the next step? How to connect to this Postgres server? So guys, let me tell you. See, Postgres server, how you connecting? See, this Postgres server is in where? On cloud, completely on cloud, RDS. RDS means managed server, flexible server, RDS server, PaaS server, all are same meaning thing. Okay, so we have a hidden OS in the background. So guys, can you see? So there is a hidden OST. Okay, for this Postgres server, we have a hidden OS. That OS is, can you guess which OS in the background team? Obviously Linux team. Okay, so if it is AWS or Azure, okay, whatever, if it is AWS or Azure, so the background is Linux, but you cannot see this Linux. Okay, you don't see any IPs and all, just Linux. See how to connect to this server. To connect to this server, guys, if it is a Windows, you are using my laptop is on Windows. What I can do, I will install the PZ admin. Can you see here? PZ admin I can install and connect. See, this is the PZ admin. Okay, just Google it. PZ admin is a kind of a SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio. PZ admin. Okay, PZ admin download. If it is Windows, download the PZ admins. Okay, whichever version if you want, you can download. So yeah, PZ admin you can download and you can connect to that Postgres. Okay, if it is Linux, your laptop is Linux, then so there is a open source DB Weaver. Okay, DB Weaver. See, this is one of the tool team. You can use hundreds of tools are there. This is a universal database tool. This one you can use it in Windows and Linux also. You can download and you can connect to Postgres server. Not only Postgres, you can connect to SQL Server, MySQL. So many database management systems you can connect using this DB Weaver. This is a little popular. Okay, so there are so many teams. See, there is Azure Data Studio. Guys, Azure Data Studio. This one you can install in Linux also. And this one you can use it to connect to your Postgres server also. Okay, so that's the benefit of Azure Data Studio thing. Why they developed this Azure Data Studio? See, your SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio, you can use it for only Windows. On Windows only you can install. See, my SQL Server on Windows. Sir, my SQL Server on Windows, but I am using the laptop for Linux machine. How to connect the SQL Server without a tool? In such case, I can use Azure Data Studio or I can use the DB Weaver. Okay, DB Weaver is a tool team. Okay, PZ admin is a tool. This PZ admin only works in Windows. Okay, only on Windows laptops you can install. But this DB Weaver you can install Windows and Linux also. This is one of the tool. Azure Data Studio is also a tool. You can use it for to connect to other database management systems in any Windows or Linux. Okay, yeah. So this is my Windows. Okay, so now I can connect to that Postgres server like this. Simple. Okay. Yeah. So whether the server is ready or not, just check it. Yeah. Server still under create stream. I am creating, see here, I am creating so many things like resource group. So server name, hardware it is assigning. So west to s3, right? Like little far. It's far. So it will take maybe less than 5 minutes. That itself, that will be done to creation of the server day. Azure is super fast. Sorry, Azure is faster than AWS. AWS, it takes some more time to create a server. But all are less than 15 minutes. 15 minutes, nothing take. See, so like my first company is TCS. Okay, 2010 that time. Somebody asked us to create a SQL server. We used to take 2 weeks of time. How many days are 2 weeks of time? Okay. See, on-premise team, first we have to install the first Windows team. They have to install the Windows. But before installing, they have to buy CPU, memory, IO. Once all are ready, they will install the Windows. After that, they will install some third-party softwares. No, antivirus softwares and all. After that, they will install some network drivers. Once it is ready, they will give to SQL Server DBA team. They check everything. On Windows side, if any issues if you see, again, hey, Windows team, we have this issue, please fix it. Again, they rebuild the Windows. See, like the time is wasting. 2 weeks of time. But now, less than 15 minutes, everything will be ready. Okay. So, see, there like cost is going that way team unnecessarily. They have to pay for Windows team, SQL DBA team. See, unnecessarily, see, 14 days unnecessarily waste only, right? Yes or no? Server not yet ready, not productable. See, but now everything, 15 minutes, everything will be ready. Whichever version if you want. See, this version you don't want, mistakenly you created this version 16 instead of 15. Delete it. They don't charge us. Okay, once you delete, they don't charge us. Create it on 50. See, flexible, very flexible. That's why we call it as this one is a flexible server. Yeah. So team, see, I chosen 16 team. 16 on the 16, 10 is the latest 16.10. It's a minor versions team. See, on Postgres server like SQL server, we have SP1, SP2, cumulative updates and all, right? Same here also, boss. Here also we have versions. Okay. So 16.2, 3, 4, something like that. Okay. So that part we will discuss definitely. Don't worry about that. Major versions and minor versions. Yeah, here. See, minor versions. So minor version upgrade 15 only, but 10 like any patches and all if you want to do like this 15.10, 15.11. Major versions means 14 to 15. Like we have a major version. See, if you choose 16th team, it automatically chooses the highest major version there. Sorry, minor version there. Okay, I chosen 16, right? It automatically 16.10. But here in AWS, see, you can particularly choose minor version also. See, I want to 16. I want only 16.6 only I want, not 16 point latest. But Azure side, we have latest only automatically chosen. We have minor versions, we don't have. But minor versions, they are not showing. It always automatically upgraded to minor versions automatically. Is there any problem? Automatically minor version upgrade? No problem. Application work as it is. They don't keep any new things and ultima on the minor versions. Maybe any performance bugs and all, they will improve it. So guys, following me. Okay. So this is I like in Azure side. But AWS side, if you want to go with 16.6 to 16 point, I mean 16.3 to 16.6, you need to take a downtime to do the minor upgrade on AWS side. Okay. I don't like Postgres in AWS. This kind of, again, you have to take a downtime and all. But Azure side, this is the best. But monitoring side, Azure is, sorry, AWS is the best. Lot of UI, like with the graphs and all we have taken. Easily we can find where the problem is. Is it CPU memory? Server is doesn't work yesterday, like 5 minutes. Why? The root cause and all easily we can find it in AWS. But not that much Azure side, we don't have that much. Yeah. So team, server is ready. If you want to connect to this server, you can connect. You guys also can connect to this server team. What is the username password team? Let me give the username password. So this is the username. See, this automatically comes to database.azure.com. This is our server name. Okay. And what is the password I gave? AC admin. Okay. What is the password I gave? Azure at 123. If you have a PG admin or if you have a Azure Data Studio, you can connect to this Postgres server. Let me connect now. Okay. So this is the server. Copy the server name. Go to the PG admin. Okay. This PG admin you can connect to your on-premise server, IaaS server, or your RDS server or Azure server, flexible server also. See, server name, connection. See, here you can give any name. My test server, something you can give the name. Or you can give actual name also. So here you need to give actual server name. Okay. So what is the port number for this team? By default 5432. Okay. Just like SQL server, we have one port, right? 1433, I think, right? By default. So here also Postgres by default 5432 is the port number. Okay. Yeah. So we have master database in SQL Server. Here we have a Postgres database. Okay. This is the server level automatically comes in where AWS and Azure also both. This is a kind of master database. Yeah. Next, username. So my username is SAadmin. See, in Postgres server, Postgres is the by default username thing. In SQL Server, if you install SA is the default name, right? Here Postgres is the username, but you can give any name also while setting up of the server. I give SA admin. Okay, this is the server name I give. SA admin. Yeah. What is the password I give? Azure at the rate 123. Okay, Azure at the rate 123. Simple. If you want to save the password, you don't need to give every time. Like one time it's saved. See, this is the last time I connected, it's there. Even the server deleted also, the name it's there. Okay. So one time you can save all the servers here. Once you open PC admin, it's still there, this server. It's not like management studio. Every time you have to give the server name. There in SQL Server, you can give the registered servers. It's there permanently, the server names. See, I connected to test server. See how simple it is, sir. Okay. We have a test server. Guys, we have a test server here. I connected to. Okay. Now, so you can create a database and you can give, like, you can also create a logins for your developers. Okay. And ask them to create tables, procedures, functions, views, triggers. If it is a starting project, okay, just create a database. Or you can also migrate. I will cover migration also, team. Don't worry. Okay. On the day, like migration also, I am covering. This is the course topics team. Okay. So I am covering almost how many topics, team? So 44 topics are there. This includes migration, monitoring, maintenance, cost optimization, performance tuning. Okay. Migration also. Migration, online migration. Online migration means without downtime or with minimal downtime. My on-premise Postgres server, I want to migrate just by taking 2 minutes of downtime. That is possible here. Okay. So how it all we will discuss. Okay. So for now, just let me create some sample database, DBA database. Okay. See, DBA database created. Now here you can create the table. Okay. Just create the table. So query tool. See here, query tool. Okay. Query tool. Query tool. Just whatever the query you have, just run it. Execute the script. Select star from users. You can check it. See, this is the execution. If you want to save the files, you can go through these things later. Yeah. So this is how we will create the server state in real time and we use it. See where your table is, you can expand and see. This is a public schema. Public schema in SQL Server, we have a DBO schema. Okay. Here public schema. See users, table created, columns, constraints, indexes. So you only you can use PC admin or any other tool also to connect to Postgres server. It's a open source. Okay. So yeah. So for today, this is the demo team. tomorrow we'll discuss again in depth. Okay. Yeah. So coming to this course team, this course runs 4 weeks, Monday to Friday. So 7:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. I will try to close by 8:30 a.m. itself. If you guys have any constraints, like if you have an office and all, I will try to take 1 hour only every day. Or if you want to take some more time, I can also take. Okay, I will try to adjust the timings team if you want to. Maybe early 30 minutes I can also start it if you guys are okay. Yeah, so like for now I wanted to start 7:30 a.m. but let's see like how you guys wanted to. Under this course team I am charging 12k INR. Okay, so 12k INR. 1 second team, let me stop the screen. Let me share the screen again. Okay, so team, so I'm charging 12k INR. People who would like to continue this batch team, so you can take a photo. Okay, so by paying you can register and give me your email ID. Okay, so give me email ID so that I can forward you all the material and all on the today's itself. Okay, so I will give material, scripts, resume, interview questions and answers along with the daily class recordings. Okay, I will create a Google Drive team. Google Drive only. So I will create Postgres batch 2 and I will upload all the videos there itself. I will give access to these folders with lifetime access. And also I will add you in separate WhatsApp group. There also you guys can discuss the doubts and all. You guys can take help each other. Okay, so like that our classes will be continued. Yeah, so any questions team so far? When is the regular batch? Mohan is asking. So yeah, like it's continued. Tomorrow also we have the class. It's continued team. I don't want to give the gap and all. Okay, it will be continued. Tomorrow also I will take the class same time. Can you show me the contents? Yeah, I already showed you. See team, why I am giving the course content like this? It's easy team. Like see what are the topics already done. Already covered, not covered like this. It's easy. Okay, see most of institutes and all they show the course content like this in the module wise in beautiful way they will present it, but I know they don't cover even 50% also. They don't cover. But that's why team the topic wise I will give. Once the topic is over I use it to mark it as yellow. Okay, so I use it to mark it as yellow team, so that means the topic is completed. If you want have any questions and all, either you can ask the questions on the class or you can go through the video again. Okay, yeah, so like that I use it to mark it. One by one the topics will be uh, gone through. Even tomorrow also if any new topics comes I will add. I will make a video and I will upload that video into the same folder. Time to time the material also will be updated. You can download in the future also. You can latest material and all you can download. I also prepared interview questions and answers, almost 200 questions, scenario based questions. That is also I will provide to you for interview point of view and all. Okay, so tomorrow team, if you have a knowledge on at least 2-3 database management systems team, you will get more opportunities. Okay, see example, me only team. I'm a SQL Server guy. See now I used to work in both SQL Server and Postgres. It's not a choice team. They ask us to work on that as well. They don't want to take another guy, Postgres guy again. Cost will increase, right? See, once after the server creation and all, what kind of issues you will get? Nothing. Only maybe performance issue you will get. Those issues maybe you need to fix it. Or any server is down, not able to connect. You need to check and tell the root cause. Check with AWS or Azure. So we are the mediator, kind of application guys and AWS Azure guys. In between, we are there, DBA guys. Okay, so yeah. So yeah, that's it team. So if you have any questions also, you can reach me in WhatsApp team. Either of two numbers, you can reach me. Both are my numbers only team. You can reach me. Okay. So yeah, that's it team for today. See you tomorrow team. If you have any questions and all, let's catch up tomorrow. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining. Okay. Have a nice day.